and welcome back to chapter 7, lecture number 34. So we completed the roof tiles and we have to do some more fixing on this area, but first I want to continue on the towers, just to switch from work. If we only focusing on roof, things get a little bit boring, so sometimes I switch to other areas and then coming back to keep the spirit alive. Sort of. So we select this tower and deselect all the other parts. You need to be aware that everything is selected, so also these metal bars and the windows. So if you just drag it, there should be no empty objects. So what we will do is we go to the wireframe and you can see the windows over there, and I want to rotate it so we have this area exactly in line with the roof. And now we go to the solid view, so that looks a little bit like this, so it's merging with the roof. That's no problem, but as you can see there is no metal frame on these areas, so let's duplicate it and putting it right there, and GY GX, and there we have it. And there should be one there as well. Sort of a design flaw, just to had to know that we had to move these towers. We're doing it right now, and that's okay. So perfect. And the next thing we will do is we select it again, deselect all the other things, just move it so to be sure. Shift D, and we rotate it. There we go. And we want to have this middle point right there. And one more time. That's a great thing about objects you can duplicate. You should not model it again from scratch. And let's take a look in the render mode. Well, not bad at all. So where's the sun lamp? I think we just used it for the lighting. Right, we're making great progression. I love this castle. And even when we enable the runes, I mean, these look very low poly, but when we're going to add the displacement, it will look very, very high detailed. And we have the main tower. We forgot to add the main tower. And the roofing. And the windows. Where are my windows? There it is. We just hide it for a certain. So many windows. Oh, it's windows and wooden frames. You got it. So look at that. So we're getting there. We have the castle, and I mean there are numerous of things we still need to do, like fixing the medieval planks to pop out, and do some texture fixing, adding small little ornaments on top, and so there are more little things, but it's good to do a quick review to just take a look around before we continue, and find out if there is some textures missing or things like this, overlays. Keep doing that while you work sometimes on other things. So to patches, I like to just select this with the patches. So because if you wait for fixing these things, then it will just hit you one day. You have to do it all in one. Sometimes if you have some time left, you start make some fixes. That's great. There are so many objects. So we also need to add sort of a floor, and we're going to add cobblestone on it. So it will be a very nice square. But yeah, we're not there yet. Firstly, need to focus on updating our castle. So we have time left, and we have 4 more minutes now. I want to work on the wooden medieval bars. So let's add a new cube and make it smaller. Yes. And yeah, even smaller than that. I want to add cube projection and go to the Material tab, New, and Image Textures, Open, and I want to have the rough wood, old planks, rough wooden rough plank. No, not that one. Medieval wood. No. Where is my rough wood? There it is, my favorite texture for wood. So go to the Render tab, scale this a little bit. Control point. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Control point is just point. Control B, and add some edge lines for the details. So I need to do some shading. We use that one in chapter 5. I'm not going to append this material because it's very easily to just recreate it. And maybe these wooden bars are just slightly different how I want to have them. So we're doing it this way. Add vector normal map. And normal into the normal. And we have to select the normal. And I have to go to non-color data again. But then we should have a nice medieval bar. So the idea is we want one as a reserve. And just start adding these on the wall. So let's make it a bit smaller. Control L and extend it a little bit. You can do this in edit mode, just even a bit more. We need to stretch this in the UV editor. And I'm just far away from where I want to go. So let's go to the side view. And we have our beautiful tower. Let's move this to the left. So this is where we want to have it. It's a bit curved. So let's go to the wireframe. Press O. So we just want to have a slightly curve in our wooden bar. That one should be there. Just go for a render. And GX. So we're putting this bar right there and duplicate it. GX. And they shouldn't pop out right there. So you need to make it a bit smaller. GY. Okay, something like this. And duplicate them, rotate it. And we have to put this on the other side as well. So you don't want them to go through the roof. That's tweaking. It's hard to find the right balance. Alright, that's better. And we want one over here, or right there. Go to the front view, to solid wireframe, and slightly different. So it must look like this roof is just split open, and we're going to add some planks on the side to merge this a little bit more with the ground. GX and quick render. So something like this. So when we look at it, it looks like it's broken. Alright, so this is the end of this lecture. We'll continue work on the castle, but slowly we're also going to import this on the terrain. We have to do some measurement, and yeah, we need to put things together. We can't only focus on the structure. Yeah, we need to apply this in our environment, and then we continue to work with it. So a lot of things still to do. We're getting there, so keep watching. Bye bye.